Whenever you're on a very important journey in life and you can genuinely feel that you're improving and that you're learning, that you're becoming braver than you used to be, you're seeing things more clearly than you once did, it is so scary but important to occasionally relapse and revert back to being terrified and anxious. It is so important. I was sitting here moments ago with this really irrational feeling of just fear and anxiety. And it's two reasons why it's so good. Because a lot of people say, I'm reading all this stuff, I think I'm getting better, but then I suddenly get a panic attack or an anxiety attack. You need to. One, all these things you've learned about how to deal with fear and how to deal with anxiety. Let's see if it works. That's the main reason. Oh, you've learned so much, huh? You're walking around feeling peaceful and confident, and all these other people are in fear and they're asking you how to do things and you're giving them advice. Let's see how it works on you. That's the number one reason. Number two reason is so that you can remain compassionate. When I'm feeling unbelievable fear and anxiety, this is going to sound maybe harsh to some people, but it's a reminder of how 99% of people live their lives. Suddenly, all the people who are needlessly aggressive and rude and cut you off in traffic and talk shit online and randomly raise their voice and yell at waitresses and, suddenly it's like, oh, I understand. I mean, I always kind of knew, but it's because they feel like this. If I felt like this fear and this just horrible feeling within me, this self loathing, this inability to act right now, the natural reaction to this, what my ego wants to do in response to this, is be horrible and negative to other people and to lash out. So if you don't occasionally relapse into fear and anxiety, you can lose touch with what people are going through. And I know that this is what people go through because I see how they act. And I remember how I used to act. So I guess I should get to the point. When I said number one is let's see if it works, right? People use this term appeal to authority, where it's this thing where you don't have to be good at something to teach it. For example, you can have a very out of shape coach or personal trainer. Some people don't like it, but I mean, technically that is true. Just because you're out of shape doesn't mean you don't know a bunch about exercises and maybe you used to be in shape. I think that's true for most things, but it's not true when it comes to spirituality. It's just not. Even psychology. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, therapists. I think this is the one thing where if you can't, or if it doesn't work on you, you have no right helping others. So here was my answer. You're sitting there thinking, wow, I have a lot of things that I really want to do today, and I am experiencing an unbelievable feeling of worry and anxiety about them. Some of them kind of make sense because the things I'm about to go out and do are kind of difficult and scary, but most of it's irrational. We suffer a lot more in imagination than we do in reality. I think most of us are at the point where we can admit to ourselves that our fears are mostly irrational, okay? So you're feeling horrible. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do? What do we do about this? How do we, your first thought is, how do I get back to being me? I want to get back to where I was. How do I go back to being peaceful and brave and just ready to go out and do anything? How do I get out of my head? What do I do? That right there, that little thought pattern that I just did is where most people will get stuck for their whole life. Sounds simple, right? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, most people won't get past that. I couldn't do that because I felt this. I tried to do that, but it was just so scary. I wish I could stop quitting, but I always get to a point where I just lose motivation. It's too stressful. What's the mistake? You're admitting to yourself that you're not in control. You don't choose. Your emotions choose. I can't do this unless I find a way to feel brave right now. I can't, if I want to be able to chase this goal, we need to get motivated. Guys, I keep losing motivation. What do I do? Here's the answer. You don't do anything. You just do it scared. Funnily enough, that actually dissolves the fear, but we won't. That's just a nice little bonus. You do it scared. You don't give the fear any power over your choices. I need to do this, this, and this today. Well, I'm feeling tremendous fear. That's okay. Let's just do it scared then. Let's go. You look fear in the face. That's it. If it turns out you spend the entire day terrified, then still good on you because you just showed how brave you are. But chances are, if you do this, the fear goes away. Fear thrives on attention, how much attention and power you give it. So if it's saying, hey, don't do this, stay at home and sit around all day and just do nothing and feel sorry for yourself and feel like shit, just be like, no, it's all right. I mean, you can stay if you want, but I'm going to do what I need to do. Simple, not easy. Try it. Are you terrified? That's okay. Do it terrified. Anxious? Do it anxious. Not easy, but it's the answer. Sometimes it can be helpful to just know the answer, even if it's the most difficult thing in the world. So, I'm grateful that I relapsed into fear today. I'm grateful that it was proof that all the things I've learnt work, and I'm going to go and do it scared. Hell yeah, man. Life's beautiful. The more you learn, man. Life is not a puzzle to be solved, it's a mystery to be lived. You do things and you learn. Sorry again to all the therapists. Might have just cost you a few clients, but thanks, guys. Do it scared. Do it afraid. Look fear in the eyes, and it will cease to trouble you. Thanks, everyone.